Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's up, guys? What is up? About to talk about some football. Some football. Let me turn the music a little bit. There we go. Cool beans. I should have scheduled this live, but whatevs. Whatever. Hey, E, thank you for coming. Have a great day. Hopefully, my bro Ham CP3 can come. He's not busy. If not, we're just going to have to carry on. I hope everyone's been having a great day. Had a great morning. This thing be acting funny. Okay. Yeah, today hasn't been a bad day. Not for me anyway. Thank God for that. It's Wednesday, so we're halfway there. Wherever there is, we are halfway there. Oh, Lord. It feels good out here, so I ain't feel the need to be inside with mines. But this is the type of weather that will get you sick if you allow it. Have you thinking you don't need nothing on or not too much on. But no, you do. So let's get started. We just got done, on Monday with the first week of the playoffs. So now we're going to be heading into week 2. See how that goes. Hold on. All right. So, yes, that was wild card weekend. We just got done with. That was from Saturday the 10th to Monday the 12th. So we can go over real quick who won their games and who lost. Ugh. That sucks for my team. So let's see. The first game was the Rams and the Panthers. I didn't write none of this stuff down. Oops. Whoops-a-daisy. So what I say? Rams versus the Panthers. Let's see who won that game. Okay, so the Rams beat the Panthers. So the Panthers are out. They are out. And the score for that was 34-31. That was close. Tight game. The next one was the Bears versus the Packers, which I believe the Bears beat the Packers. But let's see by how much. Not by too much. 4 points. It was 27-31. So the Packers are out because the Bears won that. All right. So that was the results for Saturday's games. It's 2 games. Now we're going to go You see how they did on Sunday, because it was 3 games on Sunday. So the first one was the Jaguars versus the Bills. Do not like the Bills. They are my other guys' rivals. Patriots, which I'm happy they won. So what I say? The Bills and who? Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Jaguars. Bills and the Jaguars. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Ugh. Ew. So these so far all these games have been tight because they know it's do or die. You're either gonna win or you're gonna go home, man. So the Bills, they won. They beat the Jags 27-24. Jaguars are out. Cannot stand the Bills. Ew. Ew. Hey CP3. What's up, Broham? So I'm just going over the results of last week's games real quick. Are you on your break? Are you done with your break? Oh, snap. So you're not even on your break yet. You still have another hour. I was going to drop the link so we can talk about football, but that's okay. I'm happy you're in the chat. So what I'm saying, how's your day been so far? Well, I hope. So yeah, the Bills beat the Jags 27-24. Another tight game. So that was the first game on Sunday. This past Sunday. Uh the second game was my Eagles versus the 49ers. The freak, yo. Mm-mm-mm. 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 All these tight games. And that game was ours to win. Mm-mm-mm. My chest just got a little tight. I'm tight right now. All right, so 49ers beat us. We're out. 23-19. Another tight game. Freak. And then the last game on Sunday was the other guys. Patriots versus the Chargers. I already know the Patriots won, but let's see. Still do our due diligence. Definitely happy that the other guys won. And that was not a tight game. It was 3-16. The Chargers are out. 3-16. My boy just might get the Drake May. Just may get the MVP. Drake just may get the MVP. I think he deserves it. And really, I was having this discussion with somebody who was getting annoyed because even though he's not technically a rookie, I think this is his second year. I feel like last year he just did not get a fair shake. That team didn't have their stuff together in the slightest bit. So really, I feel like this is really his rookie year, but not technically. But I feel like he should get MVP for sure. So those were the results for last Saturday and last Sunday's games. And then we're gonna go over we're gonna talk about the results real quick for the Steelers versus the Texans. That game was on Monday. Monday fun day. So Steelers versus the Texans, which might just retire. I don't know if he's a retiring or just him stepping down from that team. I don't know if he's gonna try to coach anyone else. Mike T. And I'm wondering if that was by his own doing or if they just wanted to try to save him some embarrassment by not just flat out firing him. So I do wonder that. Steelers versus the Texans. Because he sure did step down. Steelers versus the Texans. I believe the Texans. Oh, they won in a major way. Whew. Whew. Jeez. So it's only two of the wild card weekend games that weren't close. That was the Patriots game and it's Texans versus Steelers. Texans beat the Steelers 30-6. So the Steelers are outie 5,000. They're out of there. And with them being out of there, is it Tomlin? Mike Tomlin. He's out of there too. Which he coached for them for a good grip. And I believe I wonder if that's the only team he coached for as head coach. I'm thinking so. Don't quote me though. Let me see something. He's still fairly young when it comes to coaching years. He's only 53. Well, he's fixing, God willing, to have a birthday coming up. Yeah, I think the only team he coached for was the Steelers as far as head coach. Let's see. Okay, so he became the Steelers head coach. The only reason why I'm highlighting him is just because number one, I like Mike, and number two, he just stepped down after they got blown out. So let's see. He's a defensive backs coach for Tampa Bay from 2001 to 2005. He was a defensive coordinator for the Vikings in 2006. And then he also held college positions at VMI, Memphis, excuse me, Arkansas State, and Cincinnati. But he's, like I said, he was with the Steelers from 2007. So that's almost 20 years. Hopefully they hooked him up with a nice severance package. I'd hope so, because they didn't keep him for that long for no reason. I'd like to think so. So hopefully he gets another job, head coaching job, unless he just says bump it and he just wants to enjoy retirement and his family. Let's see. Hey, Roy Lee, good afternoon. How are you doing? Well, I hope. Why are you talking playoffs the Eagles side? First of all, because we're not going to be biased, honey. This was the plan to cover these daggone playoffs. So that's what we're doing. Why are you commenting on playoffs when your team didn't make it, Chef? That's the bigger question. Why are you commenting on the playoffs if your team didn't make it? And not even why are you commenting on the playoffs? Why are you commenting on a team that lost when your team didn't even make it? yet antagonist. Stanford gonna get it. He threw almost 50 touchdowns. Too hard not to vote against him. I feel like they just want to throw him a bone now. Cause he been how long has he been playing? They need to have like a separate award for players that have been in the league for a grip but are just having a decent year. Because I think to be playing the way Drake May has been playing, and it's only his second year, in which really I feel like it's his first year because last year just wasn't a good setup for him at all. So we'll see. We'll see. You know how that goes. Politics. Not to say that Stafford doesn't deserve it as well, but I feel like Drake May deserves it a little more. Carlos Franklin, okay, y'all are greeting each other. Cool beans. I like thoughts. 19 years with the same team. I think he's retiring. There are no openings I can see worth leaving for. Roy, and that's why I'm wondering if that was on his own doing, by his own doing. Because if it is his own doing, why not just give it one more year and do the full 20? But I don't know how that works with the NFL as far as a retirement. I don't know how that works. I don't know if maybe he has some personal stuff going on, so he like bump it, I'm good. Or I don't know if they just wanted him out or they were ready for a change and they just wanted to give him that respect, which if that's the case, I would appreciate that too. Because Gruden got no respect. So I'm wondering, I think it was Gruden that got fired. He was pissed, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if they did want to get rid of him and they gave him some grace to just say, like, okay, he's stepping down on his own volition, I appreciate that for him. Definitely. I definitely do. They was gonna fire his just had to make it look better. And listen, I'm A-okay with that, Broham. Because if the end result was gonna be him, being let go, even though you got people like myself that, we speculate, we wonder, whoop-de-doo. They didn't do him dirty as far as his exit. Because there's some coaches that don't even make it 6 years. And it's not like they've just been an all-star team every single year he's coached. I don't follow them too closely, so I would be lying if I said I did. I do like him. And plus there's not that many black head coaches in the NFL. Let's just keep it a full bean. So I'm happy that they gave him some grace. Hey, Cutting Edge, flying by at the gym. Cool beans. I hope you have a good workout. Stretch first. Stafford has been consistent. He had to do. Hold on. He had to go against Brady, Mannings, and others for years. She'll be doing it. He deserves it. That's why I feel like they just throwing him a bone. 15 more touchdowns in May. You may be on to something. I think May's having a great year, especially after the year they had last year, with that being his first year. I think like CP3, the respect was allowed to let him step down, not fire him. There are no better options than him available. Was allowed. Yeah. But I wonder like what their reasoning was for firing him, if that's the case. Which 19 years, they got the right, really, they don't really need too much reason. They got the right to switch ish up whenever. But I wonder who they plan on replacing him with. Oh yeah, let me go over. So now we should know what the lineup for this upcoming week is gonna look like. So let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on. Sorry, guys. What the deuce? I'm trying to find it. I got a F, guys. I'm not prepared. Hold on. Ay, ay, ay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wait, okay, here we go. All right, so the divisional round is this weekend coming up. It's just going to be on Saturday and Sunday. And then whoever wins those games, they will be playing in their championship game on Sunday, the 25th, the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship. And then we know whoever wins those games going to be playing at the Super Bowl on February 8th. But let's back up some. All right, so for the divisional round, we're just going to call this divisional weekend. All right, so for the divisional weekend games, Saturday the 17th, we have stinking ass Bills. They're going against the Broncos at 4:30. And then we got the stinking ass 49ers, because they on my hit list now. We got the 49ers going against the Seahawks at 8. That's going to be on Saturday the 17th. And then on Sunday the 18th, we're going to have the Texans going against the Patriots, my other guys. Really the other guys. They're going to be playing at 3. And then the second game on Sunday the 18th is going to be the Rams versus the Bears. Bears been on a tear. Rams versus the Bears, and that's going to be at 6:30. So we're going to see who wins those games this weekend coming up, divisional round weekend. And then we'll be back like we never left next Wednesday to talk about who won those games and who's going to be playing in their championship games on the 25th. It won't be my team. It won't be my team. Ugh, that sucks. 7 straight playoff losses, that's why. Oh, for the Steelers? Yeah, that's more than enough grace. That's more grace than what Philly gonna give. Somebody's about to lose their job. He is, but look at Josh Allen. This May first great year. Consistency matters with MVP it was. This is only his second year, Roy. And I just said, you got me getting loud. I just said, I really don't count last year, even though I'm dig it though. All right, and Josh Allen, he isn't he the Bills quarterback? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But I dig it. CP3, you said we fired Harborough. F stepping down. I wish we could do a coach swap. I mean, if somebody was to hit up Mike on the back end and see what's good, but I don't know how many years he had left on his contract. So if he had time left on his contract, they would have to pick up his residuals on top of paying him. So I don't know if they would rather do that rather than just getting a different coach and not having to pay for nobody's back end pay. That's just depending on if his contract was up. I'm not sure. Y'all definitely did. And I seen something real quick where y'all owner, if I'm not mistaken, he came out on some Billy Bad A stuff, low key, high key, and said that they was gonna fire him regardless. And that what the heck is his name? That Lamar don't run nothing, basically, because people were trying to put the blame on him or say he played a part in it, whoop de doo. And the owner said he was gonna get fired regardless, basically. And Lamar don't run nothing. So it ain't got nothing to do with him or how y'all performed. He was gonna go regardless, is what the owner said. So that's that. But now that my team is out, I want my the other guys, to do their thug dizzle. Mm, that's a fact. Duh. Funny. So we're gonna sing. Boy, and when baseball starts, chill. What I'll tell you about my business. When baseball starts, when that season starts, I'm not gonna be covering the whole league. And this is gonna be my first time actually getting into baseball. But I said bump it, why not? Actually, I been said I was gonna get into it, but I said I'm gonna wait until the season was over. I didn't wanna jump in mid-season on some bandwagon inch, which it really wouldn't have been bandwagon because my team is not that good. But hopefully we will be moving forward. So I'm just gonna rock out with the Phillies. So when the season, I know, right? That's why they get paid all that money. They play a lot of games too. So I don't know if their money is guaranteed, like if they have guaranteed contracts, how that works. I know they get money. Hold on. So yeah, CP3 already said that he was gonna do it with me, kind of like how we doing this playoffs coverage. And obviously, if he ain't got nothing going on, he'll hit the link and we'll talk about it. But I forget CP3. What's your team? Because you said you want to cover your team too. You don't want to just cover the team I'm going with. Whoop de doo. What team did you say you rock with for baseball? I forget if you're still here. Roy, are you into baseball or not so much? You said the Yankees. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna be covering the Yankees and the Phillies. That should be fun. They are. That's why the Jetters and the I don't even know how to pronounce that. Pujols, Pujols, try to play into their late 30s to get that last huge contract. I dig it. I mean, and it's not a contact sport, even though you still have to be an athlete to perform well. So I can see someone playing into their late 30s as long as they're taking care of themselves. Boom, boom, boom. You said Dodgers, Albert Pujols, Puyos, Puyos, Albie P. Who's the one they be calling Big Poppy? And as a matter of fact, when does the baseball season begin? Because I low key want to do some pre-baseball talks before the season begins. Mhm. You said David Ortiz or Ortiz, Ortiz, Ortiz. Yeah, Ortiz. 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 You said he's been retired. I only asked that because my girl Queen Herbie, I like her music, and she had said his name in a song. What she say? Said how she say it? She said I'm Big Poppy when I'm at bat, and I said Big Poppy. I didn't even look it up. I just used my context clues. I'm like, oh, you Big Poppy when you at bat? Okay, so you must play baseball. Let me see. When does the baseball season begin? So I definitely want to do some pre-baseball talks before the season starts. And does baseball have a pre? I have questions that I'm gonna have to get the answers to. Cause does baseball even have a preseason? Dun, dun. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Oh, so that's around the corner. The baseball season typically starts in late March or early April. What you mean? Or which one? Let me see. With some international games kicking off, the festivities a bit earlier, leading to a full slate of games for opening day around between March 27th and the 28th. See, but it's hit or miss. We're going to see. Giants versus the Yankees on the 25th. So, yeah, around late March-ish. I'll look more into that. But yeah, I definitely want to have some pre-baseball talks. You said Drake did too, in Moment for Life with Nicki. I'm in the Dominion, Big Poppy, Ortiz. Okay. But yeah, that's why I had asked, like, who's Big Poppy? I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys for coming. We're going to see how these teams do this coming week or this coming weekend. And then we're going to talk about that next Wednesday. I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming. Bye.